Hey Crazyhorse families, my name's Caleb Sheffield. I'm the new troop commander. This is my wife Rachel, and out of camera shot is our son Ethan, and upstairs our daughter Logan is taking a nap. So we figured we'd take some time to introduce ourselves and kind of debut the new FRG, which unfortunately in the last several months hasn't been a focus. I know that everybody's been really busy, and we've spent a lot of time at NTC and YTC and in the field training up for those events. But I think that the FRG really needs to be a focus because you guys absolutely need to be informed of everything that we're doing, when we're going to be doing it, when I'm going to be keeping guys late. So, yeah, we're going to be starting meetings, and everybody's invited.
Yeah, we'll have meetings every other month, and we'll do them potluck style. Hopefully that makes people want to come get some food. And then the months that we're not having meetings, I'd like to do a get together with the spouses, something active, hiking, take the kids to the park, go bowling, something like that, just so we can kind of get to know each other, develop some relationships for when the guys are gone.
Yeah, exactly, and that's really all our FRG is going to be about. We don't want to make it more than it needs to be. The whole point is to keep everybody informed, whether you make it to the meeting or not. And on off months, if you can get out and do that social event with Rachel and the other spouses, it really doesn't matter if you can make it or not. You guys are all going to be informed of everything via YouTube, which is why we're making this video. That way everybody's included regardless of your life circumstances or your schedules. So you're all welcome to call us at any time. We'll post our numbers at the end of this video, and then that way you guys can all get the resources that you need.
Yeah, feel free to call us, any questions, anytime, day or night. We're just want to support you guys and do what we can.
All right, we love you guys, and we can't wait to meet you all.
Thank you.
All right, so let's get to the actual slideshow portion of the brief and get you guys some good information that you can use all the way between now and about Christmas block leave in December. So just take good notes and have great questions for us so that everybody can benefit from the answers at the back end of the YouTube video. Right here you can see our mission statement. We're both really excited, Rachel and I, to be part of this Crazyhorse family and make it as strong as it can be. But it's hard to make it strong unless we really codify that. So you can see in our mission statement exactly what we're about, and then we further describe it in our key tenets here with these 6 bullet points. You can see that we're not about anything other than building cohesion and morale, preparing families, reducing stress, keeping our men focused so they're safe and effective, and providing accurate information as soon as possible to you guys. And being careful not to provide information that isn't going to be useful to you or isn't going to come to fruition. So as long as we can tie you into all the resources on JBLM, then we've met our mission and we don't really need to do much more than that. Month of August, this kind of shows, like, unfortunately what some of you missed out on because we weren't getting these meetings out, we weren't getting the information out, and we didn't have any kind of enforcing function to make sure that families were well tied in. So unfortunately you didn't get to see a lot of cab stakes, didn't get to do the spouse spur ride, some of you. We had a great turnout. I really wish that everybody had the opportunity to decide for him or herself whether or not they were going to do it. So the goal going forward is to have 3 to 4 months worth of information out to you early enough for you guys to plan your days off of work, or at least come out with your kids and take some pictures of dad doing his job. So going into September, we've got Ghost Week, which we're just finishing up, and then we'll go into the Labor Day Danza, which hopefully right now you're sitting down with your spouse watching this video as I've asked them to do, so that you guys can plan your long weekends and plan when you're going to have long days or short days. So coming off of Labor Day weekend, we'll go into railroad operations while the rest of the division is doing bayonet week and kind of playing games, soccer, bowling, whatever. But we've got the mission to support an aviation unit on their way to Afghanistan, and that is our primary mission right now. So we're going to load up some trains with equipment and get ready to go to Idaho to support this unit before their deployment. Those rail ops will take us all the way through the early departures later in the month, and then the bulk of the unit, Crazyhorse Troop, will be leaving the last week of September going into October. The only guys who will be staying back are the mortars, and Sergeant First Class Perkins will be the Rear D NCOIC, so he'll be your point of contact. His information is on the last slide as well, so if you need anything, you're absolutely welcome to talk to him. All right, going into October, like I said, the mortars are still back training for EIB. Everybody else is forward in Idaho. I'm going to do my best to get an FRG newsletter out to you guys in the middle of this trip to try to break up the time that we're apart. And then Rachel's going to do an FRG coffee. It's not necessarily coffee like she said in her intro. It's just whatever fun thing she comes up with at the time. So you guys are all welcome to go to those every time. And meanwhile, I'll be forward taking care of your guys and making sure that I write back to you about just how great they're doing and all the awesome things that we're getting trained up on, and how excited we are to get home to you. There is an opportunity in that third week of October to sell some hot dogs or burgers or whatever, and gain some funds for the FRG, so that we can afford the holiday Christmas party. And then another thing that we're going to be trying to do in the beginning of next summer, to have some fun really as a whole family unit. I'm looking at like a 3-day camping trip basically, in a place about 20 minutes outside of Yelm. So these hot dog sales and things like it are what that or what will support initiatives like that one. All right, so as we look at November, really I want to focus, now that we're getting heavy in the holiday season, on like canned food drives and toy drives and things like that. At this point, the bulk of the unit will be back from OCTC, and we'll be doing rail download operations. We'll do a recovery, which includes families, so men, weapons, equipment, and families, so that we can maintain that good balance that we need in order to really keep the passion we have for our job. You know, if we don't keep a good balance and we don't recover with our families and, you know, reignite that fire that we may have lost in October, then we really aren't very effective as husbands or fathers or even as soldiers. So that's kind of the focus. We've got lots of long weekends there, about 10 working days total. We've got Veterans Day weekend, Thanksgiving Day weekend, so 2 4 days kind of back to back, making for a short November, with a lot to do for rail download and a lot to do for recovery. But nevertheless, I'm going to do my very best to get guys home to you at reasonable hours throughout November. So expect your guys home, you know, before dinner, but just know that there is not a lot of time and there is a lot to do. So we'll continue our regular coffees, kind of alternating month to month, like Rachel described earlier. And other than that, we should ride smoothly into December. Unfortunately, there may be some long nights in the first week as we try to revalidate some of our SOPs. So just know that you'll have possibly the first week of December, I'll be keeping your guys a little bit later than you'd prefer, possibly to do some nighttime training. I'm trying to front load that so that as we get later into December, we can work a half-day schedule, and really send you guys off to block leave the right way. The big initiative in this month is that toy drive, because I really think we're all really blessed to have such great job security and a regular paycheck that we can count on. And I think it would be huge for the community, and it'd be just a great thing to be able to give back and give people something that they can't get for themselves. So the other two things there, the Warhorse Walk and the Troop Holiday Party. Obviously, the holiday party last year was a great hit, so I'm just going to try to maintain that, make it a little bit better. I'm not trying to change it because it was already really awesome. So Warhorse Walk is just to commemorate the history of the Warhorse, and it's like a 25-mile walk that we'll get you some more info on real soon. When it comes to fundraisers, the key points I care to make are that we need a real purpose, like the holiday party and like this initiative I've got coming next summer. And I want to kind of get after those things with simple, regular sales events that can be easily executed at the troop. So, you know, selling hot dogs or pizza or whatever it is at the troop on a regular basis. Very low-key things that provide the soldiers a decent value, but also allow us to pull some stuff off the top so that we can afford things like the troop holiday party and things like a camping trip next summer. So that's the goal. But you know, if you can't make it, that third bullet is what it's all about. There's absolutely no pressure. We 100% love you all the same, and we totally understand if you've got to work or if you're reclusive just by nature. It doesn't mean anything to me. I absolutely measure the success of our FRG by how informed you guys are and how comfortable you are. So if you know that you can call us for any reason and you know what's going on, you know, week by week and quarter by quarter, then we're absolutely successful, and how often I see you is completely irrelevant. So we love you either way, and just do what you can. So finally, the contact information I've owed you. You can email me here. I'm pretty much glued to my email all day, every day. So I will always get it if you send it to that email. Rachel has the newly set up FRG email at crazyhorsetroop114@gmail. And as I had mentioned, Sergeant Perkins will be the Rear D NCOIC while we're in Idaho. So if you need anything, you can absolutely contact him. If he can't take care of it, he'll get it to the Rear D echelon above his until you get the help that you need. Just email Rachel and she can get you her cell phone. Just understand I'm not going to put it on the internet for just anybody to have. So if you need more information, you can email me or email her, and we will gladly share more contact information with you guys. But in the interest of keeping this on a public YouTube channel, we're just going to leave it at emails for our own safety and convenience. But anyway, I hope you guys like this format, and I hope you guys are able to pull a lot of information from these slides as you go back through and make all your notes. And again, post your questions so that everybody can benefit from the answers when I reply, all right? We love you, and thanks so much for everything that you do.